An error occurred. Hey, okay, there we go. I guess we're up and running. Twitter is having some fits this morning, so there we go. So it's difficult. So I think we're up and running. I hope we're up and running. It says Streamlabs has lost access to your X. Yeah, of course it's lost access because everybody lost access. I'm thinking something nefarious, but we can talk about it on the next show, shall we? That's right, not this show. Appreciate you being here and hanging out with me, starting your week with me. And hello, Rhonda, Brendan, how you doing? And let's see, click to reconnect to your destination. Son of a bee sting. Yeah, sure. Authorize the app and go for it. Yeah, there you go. I do not understand what happened. I don't know if you guys have been on Twitter this morning, but this is what's going on. So, and of course, my streaming service, which is the number one streaming service there is. So it's not like I'm going, oh, I got to go find a better streaming service. This is it. But they don't tell you anything's wrong until you're actually on air. And so it just is what it is. So can't be on Twitter right now, but it is so, which sucks because it really is our number one viewership. Our number one viewership is Twitter on both the Go Show and I. Kind of crazy. But hope you guys had a good one. I was a little bit late coming in, not because of technical issues, because I am Travel Command Center as Queen Bee and the girls are on their way home now from Zion and Bryce Canyon. And the nice little weekend that they had up there, a little girls trip and a wild time. And so there were so many closures going up, coming down all the way around with the big snowstorm. So I've been like Travel HQ. They have no cell reception up there. So they had to call me on WhatsApp to get me to call the front desk to get them to get to their little cabin thing. And it's been one of those. But yes, this is going to be a fun week. Queen Bee is going to be with us tomorrow, recapping the trip and talking about traveling with adult children. And then she's going to, and then the following day, oh my gosh, holy cow, y'all, this is a big thing. There's a guy I used to work with who always said this, great guest. We are going to have Sarah Porter on. Sarah is the basically the all things guru water. Water guru, all things, whatever. She's the water guru. And she's going to help us. She's going to help us understand what the hell's going on with Arizona water. Because as the frontline conservationists that we are, as those that fund conservation, within the North American Model of Wildlife Conservation and the Pittman-Robertson Model and the Dingell-Johnson Act, we need to know what the hell's going on with Arizona water. I just saw a new master plan community going out in Buckeye, and I was like, we don't have the water for that. How the hell are we doing that? So we want to get the skinny. We want to find out how we can get involved and maybe, not the whole swah, save water and save water again. But make sure we're voting for the right type of people that take conservation of Arizona's water very seriously, because it is a serious thing. I know we have lakes full of water, and that's only lasts so long, folks. Only lasts so long. So we are going to get down to the bottom of it. So if you do have any questions for me, I'm actually going to pre-record the interview tomorrow morning. It's going to air on Wednesday. If you have any questions about Arizona water, please put them in the comments right now, so I can write them down, and we can ask her what we're doing. And we might just have her back a couple of times, because it's a lot quicker than a half hour. I'm going to dedicate the entire hour of Ion to it. We really want to make sure that we are on the ball when it comes to Arizona water and our resources. So Queen Bee Manana will be on the program, and then Sarah Porter from ASU, the water guru. There we go. There we have it. I did put in the comments that a new a-hole level has been unlocked. While the cats were away, the mice definitely were playing. And by mice, I mean Ozzy and myself. And we are training, really, and I mean this sincerely, we are training for our Havasupai trip. And I'm going to tell you why. I don't know if you guys know this, but Queen Bee is very, very competitive. Very competitive. Queen Bee is a damn mountain goat. That woman, she's done the whole rim to rim thing. If you don't know what that is, that means you start on one side of the Grand Canyon, you hike to the other side, then you go back to the other side, to rim to rim. So they call it rim to rim to rim. So you hike across the Grand Canyon in a day. Okay, so she's done that. So this is like going hiking and all this stuff and all the summits out here in the West Valley at Skyline. She's done all the summits. And so I Remember, we had the conversation about setting expectations. During that time, she said to me, I'm worried about you going to Havasu. I'm like, what do you mean you're worried about me? I'm fine. She goes, I mean, it's a tough climb. I'm like, okay, your 70-year-old dad did it. I got it. I think I'm gonna be just fine. And I think my expectations are actually pretty set where it comes to, you know, I see the people that are doing it and I'm like, wait a second. If they can do it, I sure as hell can do it. So so for 3 days in a row, Ozzy and I have been on the hiking trails. We did 2 summits, and then today we did a flatter loop. It's pretty decent up and down, but it's flatter than you're not summiting anything. But I put 15 pounds in the pack, and it's a whole different ball game. So when you're training, and I've never done it before. I'm not kidding. I've talked about it, but I've never put weight in my pack and actually trained with a weighted pack before. I mean, seriously. And the reason why I put the weight in there is because I felt bad. Like a summit on Saturday, summit on Sunday. And then I actually have and then what I did was I said, okay, today's going to be an easier day. So I'm just going to go on the blue loop. And they rate hiking trails out here like they rate ski slopes. So Black Diamond is the ones that I did on Saturday and Sunday, but this was a blue. Okay, so I call it the blue loop. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's the blue loop. It's easy, 2.5 miles and just a loop. And so we did that. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna throw some weight in the pack. I felt like I was summiting. I felt like I was going up on the summits in these hills. I gotta call them hills, not mountains. I guess they're mountains. White Tank Mountain. Yeah, I guess they're mountains. But anyway, I thought it felt like I was summiting. I'm like, why am I so winded? And I kept reminding myself, I'm like, oh, because I have 15 pounds in my back. I didn't think that was going to make me winded. I thought it was just going to maybe make my legs a little tight. I thought it was going to make my back a little tight, but no, it got me winded. Oh, who's checking? Let's see. We got my, oh, you got a WTF comment. I like it. Congratulations, Rhonda. All right. At least no one's calling, no one's dialing in to kick your butt. That's like my man, who I even forget the guy's name. That's how important it was to me on Friday. Wow. Yes. They're mountains. They're just big hills. That's okay. I'm agreeing with you, Grizz. But they don't call them the White Tank Hills. Oh, the White Tank Mountains. So I'm gonna go with mountain. What? I'm not gonna say I summited a hill. I summited a hill. Summited a mountain. I was so into it. Like I've gotten the bug. I absolutely love doing this. And I got the bug. I've been watching documentaries all weekend about mountaineering. Oh my God. There's one that's really good called Meru. MERU. It's fantastic. Yeah. It's absolutely crazy. Those guys are insane. The people that really do the mountaineering and all that, there's something not right up here. Because they're obsessed. They need professional help. I'm not going to ruin anything about the documentary Meru, but I'll tell you this. At one point, there's 3 climbers going on in there in one of those tents that hang off the cliff. You know, there's basically a suspended tent. I forget what they called it. And I call it a cliff tent. So they were in the cliff tent, and one of the dudes had a stroke. Like it was blaringly obvious that the dude had a stroke. So they're like, okay, we're going to take this guy just had a stroke down the mountain, and that's super, super, super dangerous. Or better idea, that's how crazy these people are. We can make it up to the top because no one's ever summited it before. So they kept trying. But even when dude had a stroke, they're like, doesn't matter. We got to keep trying. Dude had a stroke. No, he'll be fine. Rub it off. Rub some snow on it. Mountains are like Rainier and such. I get it. And Everest and all that. I do understand your point, Chris. I understand it. But if society is going to call something that I've summited a mountain, guess what? Summited the mountain. Work with me here, guys. I'm turning 50. Let's see. Okay, so let's you know something, Rhonda. Let's talk about that in Ion. Let's definitely talk about that in Ion. I want this. Yeah. Let's I think that's a good thing. And we'll talk about trolls and engagement and all that stuff. Yes. Okay, you did not. It was a size hammock rip in the middle of the night. And yeah, I hate those pictures of people sleeping in the cliffside. So then I started watching another documentary, Brendan. So I started watching another documentary that was, oh God, it's essentially the beginning of this crazy mountaineering, everything that we see. It's basically the beginning of that here in the United States, and why Yosemite is basically the mecca is because of this thing called Camp 4. If you ever saw Lords of Dogtown, you saw a documentary Dogtown, about the skate, basically the skate culture. This is the same thing for mountaineering. So cool. I started watching it. I'm like, oh hell no, Queen Bee's gonna love this. So I stopped watching. I'm like, we're gonna watch that. That's rad. And those guys were in hammocks, bud, hanging on the cliffs for like one of the routes that they were building took them, I think, 22 days. They never came down. No lie. They seriously, they never came down. One of the dude's moms made them a turkey for Thanksgiving, and they had Thanksgiving. They hoisted it up, and they had Thanksgiving dinner like hanging off a cliff, and they were in hammocks. Hammocks, bro, not tents. Hammocks. Oh, yeah. Oh, was his name Daniel? Is that what his name was? Yeah. He summoned many mountains like Rainier and Everest. Oh, that's dope. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. Belay. Yeah, I don't speak French, but yeah, that's belay, I think it is. But I do enjoy doing it. I do have the bug. I truly do. I don't want to climb mountains. I don't want to go like join a rock climbing gym or something like that. I just Michael. My brother. Yes. Well done. Well played. I should have had that. It was teed up right in front of you, like just a softball. Right in a bad boy. Should have knocked that out of the park. You beat me to it, man. Good job. But I had but I have the bug. I love doing it now. I'm actually enjoying it. The problem is going with Queen Bee, and she's like in fourth gear. And I'm like, look, I can take my damn time. Look, I summited this in 35 minutes, 36 minutes. And that is, she's like, dude, that's my time. That's the time I would do it in. I'm like, okay, I feel kind of good about that. Now, I didn't tell her that I stopped the timer when I had to give Ozzy a water break. What? It's like a minute or two water break, maybe 5, but it's all good. There's nothing wrong. The dog needs water, and I have to stop to give him water. I can't give him water on the fly. Dog needs water. So anyway. But I'm excited about that. So my goal is to hike at least every other day, rowing in between, and then and I think I'll be up and ready to go for the last weekend in April. So I think we'll be ready to go. And I'm down 18 pounds. So we're training. We're doing it after my come to Jesus meeting with my doctor. Yeah, dropping those LBs. All right. You'll not see me on a cliff tech hammock or any of the structure. Yeah, dude. No, yeah, hard pass, dude. For real, you guys are crazy, and that's what I'm saying. That's what the documentary is all about. How loco they are. So anyway, so we go to hike this morning, and I saw a new level of a-hole completely unlocked. I was absolutely blown away by this. I took a picture, so I'm about to show you. This is I can't even because I am obsessed with having a bag always with me for when little man drops a deuce on the trail, in the neighborhood, at the park. I'm that guy. I'm cleaning everything up. I'm making sure that I do not leave a pile of dookie for somebody to step in, right? And most parks, trails, things like that have a free little bag system, right? They just grab a bag. There's no excuse. I mean, don't get me wrong. If little man goes off the trail, I'm keep doing this because he's right there. But but little man goes off the trail and he drops one, like, something off that's the desert. That's fine. That's great. That's good for everything. Good fertilizer out there. But other than that, I mean, I picked this stuff up. Here's the new level of a-hole that we have unlocked. Yes, that is on the Trailhead Bridge at Skyline and out in Buckeye. And if you notice what is in the back of the picture, there's a sign about cleaning up after your dogs, and there is a full, recently stocked whatever thing of bags, free, gratis, right there. Dude let his dog drop one in 3 different places. Like, that took some time. Like, it wasn't like he didn't know his dog was doing that. And I'm going to say he, because it's probably some dumbass. And so let the dog just go right where there is a bag, a dispenser. That's what I was looking for. A dispenser of free bags. The hell? I mean, look, I mean, it's on this, it's on the freaking cement too. It's not even like, I mean, there's probably 5 yards from there that's just dirt from, it's a dirt trail. It's a hiking trail. Yeah. They have a dog mess in our front yard. I think arrests need to be made after that. I get poop in someone's yard. Oh, I get so diced out when Ozzy poops in someone's yard. Like, I just got like, whoa, my gosh. And I clean that up right away. I'm all about that. Yeah. Sad to say, people think it's a suggestion. Right. You're right, Chris. Kind of clean up after your dog if you could. I ain't your mama. I ain't here to clean up after you. And okay, I think that the Duke is the top level of disrespect and just it's just a thing. But it's on the low level of stuff that we don't want to leave in the desert, right? Because I mean, okay, leave dog poop in the desert. That's fine. That's totally okay. No big deal. All the animals poop out there. It's no big deal. So that's not a big deal. This though is just the height of just I don't even know the word for it. It's just annoying. It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to everyone. Like, dude, like, I mean, your dog just pooped in the middle, like where everyone has to come and go. Everyone there today will see this poop coming and going. Everyone. And that place gets slammed. Good Lord, this weekend, people were out there hiking. But yeah, so it just irks me. But this picture is just exactly how can you be that level of a, like you said, Grizz, it's some kind of a suggestion, right? But in here's the gig. People won't stop. It doesn't mean that we don't have to pick up after them, because we do. As crappy as it is, I mean, this is a big conservation kind of week for the show here, but we do. I worked with AZ Firearms years ago, and we took out the shooting the shooting area, the public shooting area off of Watson in Buckeye. Was trashed. So I teamed up with them. They brought up the big waste management dumpsters, like the big bad boys, the big you bring a semi to get those things in and out of there. We filled them up. Rudy's came out and fed everybody in the morning, and we just cleaned up. You know what? 3 weeks later, just like we hadn't been there. Does it mean we shouldn't have done that? No. It means we still should do that, and we should do it again. Because the crappy part about being a conservationist, the really crappy part, especially an environmentalist, an environmental conservationist, is that it goes upon it. I don't go out on the kayaks with a trash bag in there, pulling out trash out of the lake. And you have to. I know we ain't your mama. We don't need to clean up after you, but we really do. We really do. And it's a junky part of conservation, but it is, and pun intended, and it's something that we got to do. See, at the event I volunteered in, so many people to pick up their shells. Oh, dude, seriously? Like, guys, I'm not here to pick up shells. Yeah, I'm not here to pick up shells. And yeah, some people just don't care. I go out to the club, or you go out quail hunting, go out dove hunting. I come back with probably double the amount of spent hulls, shotgun hulls that I actually shot, because I'm always just reaching down and grabbing another one, grabbing another one, grabbing. And I understand, especially when you're bird hunting, sometimes, because it's so important. And this is please help me out on this one. If you are like me, and I like to stay mobile, I don't like to sit in one spot when I bird hunt. I like to move around. I like to go to different spots. If you're in the same spot, it's easy to pick up your shells, because you're always shooting in the same spot. So you come back after you get your bird and you get your shells picked up. But for me though, sometimes I'm like, okay, I am so dialed in on where that is landing, where that bird went after I shot it, And I keep my eye focused like a laser on whatever bush or tree or whatever it is. I just laser lock into it. And then I go, oh crap, where did I shoot that from? Because I was moving around. Because now I got 2 shells on the ground and I don't want to leave them there. So I do understand. I don't get like, but yeah, Grizz, at the range, for the love of God, man, pick up your stuff. And I've always done that. You know, the whole group was a Queen Bee and everybody that goes out there and shoots with us. We pick up our stuff. You should. Grizz just threatening him. For those that don't know, Grizz volunteered with Rhonda and Dan at one of our fun shoots. And he's like, you know, I'm not, and they were clay throwers, so they were hitting the buttons when they said pull. And I'm gonna hit you. Pick it up. Pick it up, man. I ain't playing. Oh, yeah. Yes. It is Richard Craniumness. Yes. And you guys can figure that one out. Yes, a bunch of Richard Craniums out there that are just ruining it for everybody else and ruining our environment, ruining the landscape, and they just don't care. They just don't care. I'll be honest with you. I have done let me see here. How do I put this? I have probably dumped stuff in the desert that I shouldn't have. I'll admit it. In my younger years, in my landscaping property management days, when I was doing landscaping for the properties that I managed. Yeah. But I will tell you this. All of it was just yard waste. It was, you know, leaves and branches and stuff like that. It wasn't like I was dumping kitchen sinks and washers and dryers out there and things like that. So, yeah. So I'll admit I did. That was in my younger years. But yes, now I'm all about that. I'll say 95% of them were amazing. Oh yeah, they're good people, man. Salt of the earth, they really are. And Grizz was talking about 95% of the people there didn't pick up their shells, but they were just super cool people. They really are super cool people. We hang out with good people. Buttercup won't relieve herself when on a leash. Oh, really? Yeah, Oswald. He's off the leash the whole time. And I'm toying with the idea right now because Queen Bee's not listening because she's driving. She better not be listening. Toying with getting Oz a little brother. I think Oz might need a bro. I've had this is, you know, because Oz has been living with me since they're gone. And I'm like, why don't I have a dog? Why don't I have another dog? Why don't I have a dog here with me all the time at my house? Yeah. We're working on it. We're working on it. Tomorrow, Queen Bee will be recapping the trip to Zion in Bryce Canyon. She said she learned a bunch of stuff, and when that woman learns a bunch of stuff, good Lord, we're gonna know about it. So we're gonna learn. We're gonna go to school a little bit and see some cool pics and some videos it's just unbelievable stuff. Just one of the most beautiful places in the world. And then Wednesday, we are going to talk about water conservation in the state of Arizona. We're going Arizona specific. We are dialing in on the true status, basically the state of Arizona's water. So we are conservationists. This is important. So hopefully you guys will attend and have some fun. I am going to pre-record it, but I will be here playing along in the chat. So we can, and don't get after me. I suck at typing. I do. Anyway, so we'll do that. And thanks for hanging out. We'll do this again tomorrow, right? The Queen Bee recap coming up tomorrow right here on the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors and this beautiful outdoor playground of state, nation, and world that we live in. We'll see you tomorrow.